He is uncontrollable. He does not think before he acts.
He has a very disturbing penchant for erupting unpredictably.
I've seen the dark side, as they say, of John McCain.
I will confess to you, my friend, that I get angry.
John McCain, a question of temperament.
McCain is known to have a hot temper.
Several of his colleagues say he is a hothead.
This is not passion. This is deep anger, hostility toward other human beings.
First time we had a bill, Tim Wirth of Colorado, the senator there, who had served with John McCain in the House, had come over before, was pushing back. He was holding up our bill. So we walked back, I never forget, walking back to the Capitol, and we were talking to Senator Wirth about pulling off his hold. It was a hold, it was blocking the legislation. And he didn't want to do it. And McCain just got mad as could be and started pointing his finger into Wirth's chest, you know. And afterwards, I went to see Tim and worked on the legislation, which we finally got passed. He said, no, I learned that in the House, that McCain blows his temper, and when you move in close to him, he has a difficult time coping with that.
Well, it's not just senators expressing concern about him. According to Salon.com, it's the military. Major General Paul Eaton telling Salon, quote, I'm a little worried about his knee-jerk response factor. I think it is a little scary. Former Republican and former Air Force Chief of Staff General Merrill McPeak, quote, McCain has got a reputation for being a little volatile. Major General Scott Gratian, quote, I have tremendous respect for John McCain, but I would not follow him.
The election night, it was an extremely good night for Republicans in Arizona. John McCain finished up his remarks and came into the suite and wanted to view what he had said. And as they replayed the tape, John noticed, as we all did, that you could not see his mouth because of the height of the platform. John confronted Robert Wexler, who was the head of the Young Republicans at that time, and began to poke him in the chest, as is his custom when he's angry and up close to someone. Wexler, who up to that minute had been slapped on the back and congratulated for an outstanding job, was suddenly being torn apart in a public setting by the newly elected senator.
He is in everybody's face. Did you see Thad Cochran's comment? He said, look, John McCain is a bellicose, red-faced, angry guy who constantly explodes.
A group of about 24 of us went to the Senate Russell building in the hopes of talking with Senator McCain. We had gathered on both sides of the hallway, just a short distance from McCain's office. When we saw McCain and a young woman come from his office, I then saw Jeanette Jenkins, the niece of a missing man. She stepped forward, but before she could say anything, McCain backhanded her. She hit the wall, and it was so loud that it resonated in the hallway.
You know, this kind of record over a lifetime would indicate to anybody there's a certain instability in the man's attitude and his ability to control his temper.
With these commercials that you heard about the phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning, I wouldn't want John McCain answering that phone.
Do I trust him with the button? No.
Psst.